Hello, everyone, and welcome to Judy's Mind Body. We are moving into spring now, and so hence the spring flowers. Hope you enjoy 2025. And we'll start now with some work on the breath. So bring your right hand to your belly and your left hand to your upper chest, right here where you have the collarbones. And inhale, expand the belly, rib cage, upper chest, bringing up the collarbones here. That's traditional yoga. And then exhale down, not disturbing your posture. So exhaling down, keep the spine long. In alignment, seated, and I'm on the front of a stool here, as you can see, you want to make sure that your sits bones, which are these bones back here underneath when you sit, are to the front of your stool or chair. And that should be pretty safe for you. You can also balance the feet out here to left and right. This is your left, this is your right, by feeling a sense of opening like this. We call that rider on horse position, and it's a very safe, grounded position. So in that position, when you align yourself, you can inhale here, expand the belly, rib cage, upper chest. And as you exhale down, maintain that long alignment. Exhale down. Inhale through the nostrils. That cleanses the breath. Exhale with the Qigong breath. First inhale so you can feel where that's going to be. You place your tongue on the upper palate and you exhale down, releasing the jaw just a little bit. And that brings the breath down through the throat and cleanses all the way down to here. So inhale, exhale down. Inhale, abdomen, rib cage, upper chest. Exhale down, upper chest, rib cage, abdomen. Feel the belly come in. Feel it expand on the inhale and contract on the exhale. We'll do a few Qigong moves first today so that you can feel how Qigong seated would be. So inhale, expanding out with your arms, exhaling down with triple burner. Triple burner comes through 3 Dantiens, or energy centers. The top is the head, the middle is the heart and lungs, and the abdomen is the third. And this contracts towards your Ming Men in back, that whole back area there. You want to connect all of this. Triple burner. Moving through 3 Dantiens, head, heart and lungs, and abdomen. Each Dantien is a separate energy center. And this is said to be best if we can do it 9 times. So we'll do at least 3 now so that you can really feel that. Let's do this. 1, inhale. In breath. 2, exhale. Out breath. Notice how slow this is. I'm breathing in through my nostrils. I'm breathing out through my mouth with my tongue on the upper palate near the upper teeth. And I've released the jaw. And we'll do 1 more now of triple burner. On a stool, making sure that you're comfortably on it and grounded below with your feet. Our next move in our series of Qigong movements to open the body is going to be Buddha picks up the earth. Inhale first, we'll exhale down here so you can feel that. Then you inhale, center body. Push the world up into the sky by exhaling. Buddha picks up the earth and sends it into the sky. Turn the palms over. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Push the world up into the sky. At the moment, you're pretending you're Buddha. Buddha picks up the earth and send it into the sky with your exhale. Beautiful. The third one will be to expand the ribs, and this is the accordion. Inhale, starting here. Expand the ribs out this way. Open the shoulders here so you really feel the expansion. Exhale back. The body will become smaller. This is an expansion when you inhale out. In breath. Out breath. Two more of the accordion. And now place the palms here, and we'll do 5 groundings. So you can bring the feet in a little bit, but if you just want to make sure that you have your feet grounded in the earth there. Okay, so we're going to inhale up to the heart and down through the abdomen. Inhale up to the heart and to the head. That's your third Dantien up here, and then exhale down. You can either ground like this on globes of energy, or you can place your hands on your thighs. Whatever works for you. Let's do another one here. We've done abdomen, rib cage, upper chest, and head, 3 energy areas. And now we're going to add a couple more make-believe ones, which I believe in because they expand the body. And these 2 last ones will take us to the trees, the mountains, and if you like, a slight back bend of the upper spine, which takes you up towards the stars. Okay, so let's do them all. Inhale to the heart. Exhale down. Inhale to the head. Exhale down through the heart and back through the abdomen. Bringing it up even higher, bring it up to the trees and expand through the chest and open out this way. Inhale and sink it down slowly through the center body. And then coming up even higher to the mountains, opening out. The beautiful mountains, see it in your space, imagine it, and sink it all the way down slowly. And then above that, to the clouds and the sky. Inhale and sink it down very slowly. This begins to create relaxation response when you can move that slowly with your breath on your exhale. Good. Now we're going to take it up even higher than that. Inhale up to the stars, slight back bend of the upper spine. Open. Inhale, center again, and slowly exhale down through your 3 major dantians, your head, your heart and lungs, and your abdomen. So that was several ways you can stop between moves if you get tired and you need to sit after we've been standing some today. So we'll move into that soon. But right now I wanted to start you with the stool as an object that you can use to work with. And I'm very conscious of making sure that my students are grounded. So if you need to actually, even with this stool, bring your foot up higher so that you can touch ground or lower, then you can always place something under there so that you're grounded on the floor and not draping your feet without grounding. Okay, so work on all of that as an idea. So let's look at how we might do a spinal twist on the stool. Okay, so you can open the arms out like this. You can bring one arm to one knee, and then slowly twist here from that position. We call this propeller in Qigong, but in the yoga tradition, we call that spinal twist. So let's spinal twist here. And you're just taking turns, inhaling here and then exhaling as you twist. You can hold that twist for a while. You've twisted your torso here, at your hip, at your upper body, and your head, and your eyes are moving also from the third eye, which is called the drishti point here, that faces out from the third eye right here in the middle of the forehead. So you can begin to add all that in. It gives you a way to keep your head lengthening through the spine with the alignment that we need. And one more of the spinal twist here. Inhale and then exhale to twist. Inhale, center. And exhale, twist to the left. This is your left. Inhale, this is your right over here. And I am mirroring you, which means that I'm your mirror, okay? And that's good so far. Let's pick up a feather and let it go from our stool. You might want to just make sure that you're not going to fall off. So find a way to be on your stool. And you're going to now bring this foot over here to align with a point out there. So inhale up, pick up a feather, and let it go. Flatten the palm. And come down, almost like you're painting the wall. Inhale up. You can bring it up higher if you like. Make sure that you can hold on to the stool if you need it somewhere. And then exhale back down. And we'll do one more of those. Let's consciously think of inhaling up here, holding onto the stool. And then exhaling back. That way you're moving through the pelvis, which you need to be using your conscious sense of how you use your hips and your buttocks there. So slide across on the stool with your buttocks a little bit, holding on, and then come down there. Okay, so you're opening up the whole rib cage there, right? Can you feel that? Good. Now I'm going to pick up my foot and put it over here and inhale here this direction. My toe is pointing kind of that way, but not fully. Exhale back. And I'm grounding consciously on this foot as I do that. Holding onto the stool, on the chair, part of it, exhaling back. And maybe I'll take a risk here and come forward and hold on to another rung of the chair, stool, and inhale back. Just make sure you're not going to fall over. Inhale. And flatten the palm and come down. And we'll begin to use your peripheral vision here. That's when you follow the fingers up, the thumb and the forefinger, and you follow it down. Okay, so that's several of our beginning moves that we normally do standing that you can do that way. And we're going to come behind the stool now and look at how we would do an up and down weight shift. So if you hold on to your stool and your feet are back here behind the rungs here, you can come up here to the balls of the feet. This is warming up the feet. And you're stretching through the thighs and calves. And you come back down, exhale here. Come back towards the heels. Be careful you don't pull the stool towards you. So really just use that as a brace there. Come back forward and up. Down slowly, coming back to the heels. Inhale, exhale, middle, inhale up. So bend the knees a little bit in the middle and now exhale back. You want to have spongy knees, right? You don't want to feel like you bring them either too far down or that you have no flexibility in them. So we're working on flexibility and some length here. Good. Let's do a couple more things with the stool before we put it away. Let's come over here to this side of the stool, and you're going to start with your left foot, okay? So bring your right knee over here towards the stool and bring the left heel up and out so you can feel the flexibility that you'll need for this. Your knee here is a little bit bent. And now you're going to drop this heel down in front. That's your left foot. And you're going to come forward for a weight shift here. You might want to hold on to the stool and come back. And as you come forward, gliding through the middle, the back heel will come up. As you come back, the front toe will come up. That's an important thing because we often think it's the opposite. But as you come forward, you glide and the back heel rises. And that leg becomes straight. It's the resilient or yin leg. As you come back, it becomes yang. Slightly bends and the front leg becomes the yin leg, the resilient leg. We have to be very careful with our joints not to ever lock them. So my back foot is almost straight, but it's not locked. Now I bend it, bend the knee a little bit, and the flexibility that I need is just enough to bring the knee not beyond the toes there. And come forward, bend the front leg, and your knee doesn't go beyond the big toe there. So you want to really feel that you don't have to bring the head, which is heavy, over that knee or to come down too low, okay? So for the senior body, we want to protect our knees by keeping length in the spine. All right, let's go to the other side now to practice with your right leg. So shift towards your left leg and towards the chair and pick up this foot. And this time we'll do something a little bit different. You've bent that knee that's next to the chair and you're moving for flexibility in your other leg, which is your right. And you're going to bring it up straight for the fun of it. Drop the heel, bend the knee to come forward. Yang leg now in front, yin leg and back, it's straight. We want to make sure that we can come forward enough that that heel will rise and back. Come back now, bend the back knee, and you want to feel like the toe has already come up. I'll come back here so you can see that again. Okay, so first let's ground. Grounding is the rider on horse position, like this. Now shift over towards your chair. This is your left leg. You want your right leg free. You bend the left leg so it's bent at the knee a little bit, keeping your head high. And now you're going to drop that right foot. We're going to do a forward back shift. Bend the front knee, straighten the back leg without locking it. Locking would be to totally straighten that knee. Leave it a little bit resilient so that none of the joints lock. Now, as you come back, now you need to bend it a little bit more to be able to solidly feel that this foot has freedom, right? And now just drop the right foot here, the heel, and come forward through the foot towards the toe and release the heel and back. This foot, okay? Now come back towards that foot, bending this back foot, and the toe comes up in front foot. Glide through the middle and release the heel. Glide through the middle, and you're going to feel the front toe release automatically. You don't have to do it. It happens if you glide well enough and you have the right length for your weight shift. Okay, so it would be logical from there to say, okay, let's try this going forward and back with our Buddhist walking meditation. So I'll put my chair over here. Yeah, that stool fits me perfectly. You want to find a chair that preferably is right for you. So a chair or a stool needs to feel really good. I like the old wooden ones because they're really solid. Okay, sinking down. We're going to start over here. We're going to move forward with your left leg. Exhale down. Shift to your right. Release your left heel. Pulling ropes on that side, start with your hand out here. This is, of course, imaginary. You're going to pull. This is going to be an exhale. Inhale to come here and then pull. I'm using shu. Good. Now going back, you're going to start with your toe first on this side. Inhale first. S-H-O, like shoe. Take a breath in and then pull the rope. Feel the full foot. The front, the middle, and the heel. Good. So that's our Buddhist walking meditation. And there are many ways of doing that. It's also called the Tai Chi walk. But basically, what you want to feel is that when you come forward, you start shifting first to the right. Then you drop this heel, the one on the left. Then you come to the middle of the foot. Then you come to the front of the foot. When you feel the full foot on the ground and you've reached the toes, that's when you inhale first and then bring the other heel forward. Middle of the foot, front of the foot. You take a lot of time for this. And I'm holding my hands behind my back so that I don't lift my shoulders. And one more here. And now I'm going to start back. I'll start back on this foot, on your right. Start with the ball of the foot, middle of the foot, ankle, and heel. Okay, so I'm holding my hands behind me. You don't have to do that, but I like to test balance that way for myself. So you can basically invent a lot of Qigong. It's all about stretching. It's all about extending the body. It's all about using your grounding. And it's all the principles basically that we'll also have in Tai Chi Chi, which is moving from the center body, circularity, smoothness, softness, and feeling it within, and slowness. So there's a lot of slowness in Qigong, which is why Tai Chi Chi is very, very good for us, because it moves so slowly we can really focus through it and really feel it. And that's what we want to be able to do. Okay, we're not there yet. So now we're going to do some other things to do with the body, which are just to get all the joints relaxed. So we'll start with the owl. You're going to find your length in the spine. And then you're going to look slowly towards your right. Inhale with the head. The chin is just right centered over the earth. Inhale, center, and exhale to the right slowly. Inhale, center again. Notice how you're not moving the rest of the body at all. Inhale here and exhale towards your right. And then exhale slowly back towards your left. And that is the owl. A very slow, smooth way of moving the head. And now we're going to come from there into the shoulders. We're going to circle the shoulders. These are more joints here. Inhale, bringing the shoulders up to the ears and then back this way, making little circles around your upper shoulders and arms with your fingers. And you're going inhale, up, back, and down. And the shoulder blades will be coming down the back as you exhale. I like to add sound because sound moves on the gesture of the exhale. And besides that, you really feel that abdominal muscles are part of all this, which you need to have be able to control over your breath so that you're not breathing too high, but you're breathing down here. with the help of the diaphragm. As you inhale, the diaphragm moves down, putting pressure on the abdominal contents. As you exhale, the diaphragm moves back up. The lungs become smaller. But as you inhale here, there's a descent of the lungs, which causes us to feel like we're moving from the belly. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Try PHO, foo, like few. Phew. Phew. Yeah, you really want to get those abs so they're pretty strong. That's your core. All right. So from there, we're going to go from the shoulders forward, up, back, and down to back, up, forward, and down. And let's do a circle. Good. Now we're going to bring the arms out in a T, and we'll roll the forearms and the hands together in circles that go forward. Now in circles that go back. Good. Let it go. Let's make bigger strokes. Let's do the crawl stroke. Good. That was about 8 of those. Let's do about 8 of the backstroke. About 8, okay? Opening up the shoulders, opening up the arms, feeling like we have nice, beautiful extensions here. Good. And now we're going to go into another thing here, which is going to be the breaststroke. Inhale. And now you can push out on something. I like shoo. Inhale. Shoo. S-H-O-E, shoo. 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 All of which is opening up this chest here. All right. Then I think the other thing I would like to now look at is knocking at the gates. And this is where you're doing a little bit more aerobic work. And your gates are at the abdomen initially, and you're tapping your behind. So slide with the front of the foot, release the heel. That's the safest thing for you. We want to always make sure that hip, knee, and ankle are together. And I'm also tapping in back, not just in front, like this. Tapping back there. Keep the spine long while you do this. Now go up towards the kidneys, which is up in this area, low back and just above your buttocks there, that whole area, kidney area. If you can get around that far, great. If you can't, just do what you can do. Good. Now we'll go to the lung points here. Just under the arm here, that whole area are the lung points. And I like to always do some voice work. So let's bring the hands right here to the sternum, and we'll do some really beautiful Tarzan sounds. Ah, okay. You can take it higher if you add in your head voice. Aha, aho, aho, ahoo, ahoo, ahey, ahey, ahi, ahi. And you are voice ready. Okay. And we're going to do something that I love, which is this spinal twist at the same time that you're doing the air guitar. So coming from this side, spinal twist. Ah, ooh, ah. Let's take it on the other side. Ah, ooh, ah. So all these fun things that you can do and add to Qigong, which gets you a little bit freer in your body. You kind of want the ragdoll effect of being able to move. Okay, so now we haven't done all of our circles yet. So now we're going to go to the hips, forward to your right, back to your left. And you want to have all those 4 points, forward, right, back, left, which is which way we start first to the right, because that's the way of the clock. So we're going to go first 12, 3, 6, 9. I'm mirroring you, so I have to figure that out. Sorry. Okay, now you're going to come back to center here, and you're going to go left, back, right, forward. Okay, and that would be counterclockwise. Forward, left, back, right, counterclockwise. And counterclockwise that you're going 12, 9, 6, 3. And that'll take you a while to figure out. At least it did me. And now one more of the counterclockwise here. Left, forward, right, back. And we are warmed up almost, but we need to get to the knees. So bringing your feet together, fold forward from the hips, flat back, take hold of your knees, and we'll go first to your right, back, left, forward, clockwise. But make it a nice, smooth transition from point to point so that you don't have any locking in there. You want a nice, smooth movement of the knees, which are slightly bent. Okay, forward. Now we're going to go to the left, back, right, forward, right? Counterclockwise. But keep it a nice, smooth circle. One more here. Good. Now slide down the shins. Open the legs, and this will be the fountain. Inhale, backs of the palms up. Open. Slight back bend, upper spine. Bring the palms center again. Backs of the palms, fold forward from the hips, flat back, and now round and let go. Come back up. Make sure you extend first before you bend over so that there's space between your hips and your upper chest area. And if you've got good abdominal strength, you can take a breath in here and do this all on using your abs. Inhale. Whoosh. Ready? Whoosh. Inhale back up. And one more wish. Whoosh. Okay, inhale. Whoosh. Good. Now that you're down there, open your palms up like they're big hands here that look like this. And then you're going to walk up the body. Your feet are in a V here. Walk up. Walk down with the palms, the fingers. Your palms are like this. Okay, walk down this arm, up it. Good. And now we're going to tap down. Fold forward from the hips, tap down inside of the legs, outside of the legs. Across, down this arm, up this arm, across, down this arm, up this arm. And now smooth it all out. Send all that energy through the fascia. Inside of the, inside of the arm, outside of the arm. Outside of the arm, over here on this side, inside, or however you want to do it. There's no special pattern for tapping, but it's really good for the body. Let's go down once more if you're good with that. Exhale down. Come back up, tapping the outside of the legs. It's just a very loving spanking. So you'll be the judge of how much you want to do that, but it's very good for letting the energy come into the outside skin. And okay, then I think the last thing I want to do right now is do some Hatha Yoga before we move into Tai Chi Chi. Because for me, Hatha Yoga is the best discipline for working with Tai Chi Chi, in that I feel very strongly that when you come forward for a weight shift, you want to feel that the knee does not go beyond the big toe, so that the head does not go over there. You want to protect those knees as long as you can. The head's very heavy. You do it on the other side, same thing. You want to make sure that you can bend that knee, but not so much that you're going to terrorize the body by bringing your head over the knee. So the knee doesn't go beyond the big toe on either side when you shift forward and back. And generally, we say that the back foot is in a 45-degree angle to the front. And in this practice, the way I teach it is don't bring it out too far from the center body. So make sure that you're keeping ankle, knee, and hip together, whatever side you're on. I will be, when we get to the forward back weight shift, directing that you shift the weight to the right to bring your left forward. And that's to make sure that this leg is the yawn leg or the strong leg, and this leg is the resilient leg, the feminine leg. You come forward, you bend that front knee, but only as far as when you look down, it's not going beyond the big foot, the big toe, and that you can recover here, forward and back. One leg bends, the other straightens. Then the other leg bends and the other leg straightens. So you want to feel that there's a yin-yang principle. Yang is this power leg that bends. Yin is the feminine leg that is always there, and they always switch. It's a very equitable practice. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start now with some yoga, and then we'll move into Tai Chi Chi. First, we start with Tadasana. This is a pose shared by both Qigong and by Tai Chi Chi. And it's, at least from my standpoint, from just starting, you want to start with Tadasana, mountain pose, to feel the power of your own body and open the palms out. Bring your weight into the feet. Feel the length of the whole spine and the crown of the head as it's pulled up as if by a feather towards the heavens, and your feet moving towards earth. So perhaps before we even start that, we should do heaven and earth. Heaven and earth. Inhale, center. Heaven and earth. Again, switch. You can bring your fingers this way and then that way, towards the right. Inhale, center, and then towards the left. And if you like, you can do a side bend here by bringing this hand down the side body. Your feet are in a V. Side bend this way. Bring the palms up center. Side bend this way. Slide down the leg. And it's as if you're between two panes of glass. And then after all that, I'm ready for a little bit of yoga. Tadasana, mountain pose. And ready to move into something else, specifically Tai Chi Chi. But first we'll do my favorite two demonstrations of how yoga and Tai Chi differ with the Chi and the prana. Here's the prana of yoga, the palms touch. This is our prayer in yoga. Exhale down. Now feel when you come down here that you want to release. Inhale. Feel this slow exhale down. And the palms are warm. That's the prana when they touch. This would be like the Chi. The palms don't touch, but there's energy between them at the Legong points here, right in the center of the palm. Exhale down. It's every bit as powerful, but there's more of a sense of force in this in terms of energy force or energy feeling that I want to cultivate. As I exhale down, I'm going to follow my palms. That brings focus. And then I'll inhale them here or exhale them here and inhale them out. and watch them because I want to see if I can build some chi to my extremities. They don't touch, but there's something there. Inhale out. Exhale back. Now come into Tadasana, and we'll start our Tai Chi practice. You might want to, at this point, get some water. If you like, you need to have water for hydration. So I'll take a sip here before we start, and then we'll do a full Tai Chi practice. Tai Chi Chih, 19 movements in one pose, begins with rocking motion. Draw the figure 8 with your index fingers so you can feel how the infinity symbol is part of this first gathering of energy up and sending of it down. Rocking motion moves to the front of the foot, moves to the center point, which we call the bubbling spring. There's a little bit of dip down there, and then you're extending here. Heels rise when you come forward, toes rise when you go back. Forward, back, up, down, shift. We'll do 5 more of these. Make sure you breathe. This is for me an inhale up and an exhale back. Or some people call it expansion, contraction at the abdomen. Expansion as you come forward, contraction as you go back. Three more of rocking motion, a forward, back, up and down weight shift. Last one. Sink it into the earth, and we move into our next bird flaps its wings, feet in a V. Inhale here, and as you exhale, move forward to the front of the foot with your weight. Inhale, exhale. And then the third one wrist circle forward. Just very gentle. Bird flaps its wings. That's the wings flapping. Second cycle of bird flaps its wings. It's a very happy bird. You're learning to fly. Third cycle of 3. And here we inhale and we sink with globes of energy here, the palms towards the floor in resistance to gravity. And now we're going to come to our next move, which will be our first weight shift. We're going to shift to the right, bring the left forward. We'll be going around the platter in chest-high water, being right here. The palms are rounded, the fingers are relaxed. The back foot just moved to prepare the grounding for the front leg. Inhale forward, And exhale back, sending the energy to the back leg, which bends. Inhale forward, bend the front leg and straighten the back. The yang and yin principles are that one leg straightens, the other bends slightly, in my estimation, so that you don't drop the head over the knee. Around the platter, you can feel that there's chest-high water here. The heel of the hand, this place is going to be level all the way through. Let's do one more around the platter on the left. Bring that foot in, inhale. Sink it down. Notice how I'm in rider on horse position. Yeah, that's grounding. And I'm going to send my weight towards this side and release my right heel. That allows the heel to just release without a lot of weight in it. And now I'm going to do around the platter with you on this side. When we keep our speed the same as the leader, it's called synchronicity. So that's very important, that we are connected here with the breath and the movement and the chi that starts to flow towards the extremities of your toes and your fingers. So all that connection to the feet and the hands means that the heart and mind are connected too. So just stay focused. Let's do 3 more on this side. Last one on your right. Beautiful. Bring that foot in. Inhale. Sink it down. Send your energy down. Rest on globes of energy here. Palms are rounded. Shift towards the right. Bring your left heel forward. Come back here. And we are going to do around the platter variation. The variation will be picking up a ball of energy here. The palms are in polarity, meaning that they're facing each other and there's energy between them. Inhale forward and exhale back. Remember to breathe. 3 more. On your left side. Of around the platter variation. Bring that left foot in. Inhale, sink it down. Shift towards your left to release your right heel. Drop it. Pick up a ball of energy here at your right shoulder and drop the energy right opposite your heart. And that will send the energy back to your back foot. Feel the full weight shift gliding through the middle, releasing the heel and back, gliding back, releasing the toe in front. And it's a process. So you want to really feel that you stay on the ground in the middle and then release the toe. On the ground in the middle and then release the heel and back. Slowing it down. Slowness, circularity. Here's the circularity here. And moving from the center is part of Tai Chi Chih. Under the umbrella of Qigong. Let's bring the foot in now. On your right side, exhale here. Often on the right side, I like to have us double grounded because that way we can keep track of where we are, left or right. Exhale down. If you feel that you need more, just bring it up to the head and sink it down slowly in relaxation response. For the senior body, stopping and slowing down is paramount. So you can also bring it up to the trees and expand out. Why not? Inhale, sink it down here, slowly bringing that energy down in resistance to gravity right there, and then take it up even higher to the mountains, if you like. Open the body, open the chest, bring the shoulders back. Inhale, sink it down. And you can take it higher. I won't do this every time, but this is sometimes I feel like I need to do with my students because someone's nervous. If you have them take time to slow down, they do great. By the time they get to Tai Chi Chi, they say, wow, this is easy. That's what we want. Okay, shake it out. Shaking out is a Qigong move, but it's all part of what we can do here. And now we're going to move to the next thing that we do, which is bass drum. Shift to your right, bring your left heel forward. Bass drum. Feel the rim of the drum like velvet as you move around it. Feel the hips come forward and the upper body. The energy that's around that circle here or inside of it is why your body moves forward with it and then back. Three more on this side, on the left. The arms feel kind of heavy. That's a good sign that you're relaxing them. And we'll make this the last one here on your left. Bring the left foot back. Coming into rider on horse, sink it down. Single grounding. Shift towards the left. Bring your right heel forward. Bass drum. And you feel the drum around you. There's energy between the palms when they face. That's polarity, even when you're outside your breast area. Traditionally, I think it was really, really smaller. But for us, many of us, we can still feel the chi out there as the palms are in polarity. Leg gung points right here and here facing each other. Three more on this right side. Feel the strength of your weight shift. Last one. Beautiful. Bring that foot back. Inhale. Sink it down into the earth. And double ground it. Daughter on the mountaintop and daughter in the valley are next. You're going to bring your palms out this way and shift to your right. Bring your left heel forward and come up 2 mountains here and down through the central trail, crossing the left hand, your left hand and mine, behind the right at the heart area. The left hand is the heart hand because it's nearer the heart. So feel that heart hand connect right here at the heart, and then separate at the bottom. Exhale here and then inhale. And it's a heart shape. Let's do 3 more here on your left. Beautiful. Bring the foot back in. Inhale. Sink it into the earth. Shift towards your left. Release your right heel. Start here to come up the mountain. On both sides, there's 2 mountains here. and then a central trail through the center, or a valley. Ready? Daughter on the mountaintop, right side. Feel the grandeur of this. I think it's so beautiful. Don't forget when you come forward here and bend that front leg that the back leg has to straighten. That's your yin leg. Coming back, the back leg bends and the front leg straightens. And that causes the heel or the toe to rise. You don't have to make it happen. If you really shift forward and shift back. And we'll do 3 more here on your right side. Daughter on the mountaintop. We'll come to a graceful conclusion right here. And this is a companion move. So we already climbed the mountain. Now we're going to come down from the top. Nice breath there. Daughter in the valley. Shift to the right. Bring the left heel forward. Sink it down. Inhale, center. In polarity. You really feel the energy there that's between the palms right here. Cultivate the inhale. And now release it over the mountains. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Cultivate that slow inhale and then the exhale here over the mountains. We'll do 2 more on this left side. Release. Cultivate the chi. And 1 more on the left. Bring in that foot. Ground yourself. Shift to the left. Release your right heel. And start on top of the mountain to come through the valley. Inhale. Exhale down over the mountains. Inhale through the central trail. See what kind of a beautiful weight shift you can do here. Bending the front leg, straightening the back, and now bending them back, straightening the front, and the toe comes up. Magic. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathe in through the nose. If you like, breathe out through the mouth with your tongue on the upper palate near the upper teeth. The Qigong breath. Cleanse it with the nostrils. 2 more. Beautiful. Inhale, sink it into the earth. And we'll double ground it. Bring it to the heart. We finish the right side. Exhale it down. Let's take it up a little more. It's such a beautiful move. Bring it to your head. And now bring it from the 3rd Dantien to the 2nd and all the way down to the 1st. And now we're going to come over here to the right to do carry the ball to the side, which will be to the left. Here we go. All right, feet are in a V. Sink it down, wind up, pick up your ball. You're in a slight squat position here, so you're going to move across with the hips here. So inhale and move. Hips, knees, ankles follow. It's a 3 times 3 move. Bring in the foot on the outside. Exhale. Wind up. Third one. Notice how there's 3 carries here. 1, 2, and on 3, you bring in the outside foot. That's true both ways. Okay, we'll start over here to go that way. Winding up towards your left, release your right heel and move from the hips, from the knees, and from the ankles all together. Second cycle of 3. Third cycle of 3. Beautiful. Good. We could go back if you'd like. I like to go back to home base here. Let's wind up. Bring your left heel out. Move left. As if you're sliding across a long piano bench. Slide with your buttocks. When you play the piano, you're kind of on the front of that stool, so feel that. You're supported by your hips. And last 3 times 3 move of carry the ball to the side. Beautiful. Good. Now we come to our next move, which is push-pull, followed by pulling in the energy. This is an interesting one because you exhale forward with the heel of the hand. And you inhale back, and it's a circle, so that's a circularity. And it's very beautiful when you turn that wrist, you inhale back to yourself. So some people call this giving and receiving. There's the inhale back. It's just a beautiful move. It's an energetic move. This will be followed by pulling in the energy from the farthest star. And here you'll start on your left side by bringing the fingertips up, pulling the energy in from the star and back to your heart. So here's the inhale out. And you're coming back to your heart. And that's bringing an exhale in because you do, oh, wow, that feels so good. Your palms are up. Good. Okay, so these two sort of are together. Let's inhale and shift to the right. Bring the left heel forward. We'll start with push-pull. Let's do one more here. Inhale back. Release. Shift towards your left. Release your right heel. Push, pull. Inhale, exhaled forward. Inhale back to the heart. Giving and receiving energy. It really feels like that. Feel the energy in the palm as you come forward and down a little bit. And as you come back up and inhale, it's a circle that returns to your heart. Two more on this side. Beautiful. Bring the foot in and exhale down. Shift to the right to bring your left heel forward for pulling in the energy from the farthest star in the universe. Fingertips are up. This has a visual element here in terms of this moving meditation of Tai Chi Chih. And that moving meditation includes here in this particular move a visualization, another type of meditation. So I like to think I'm with people I love here, or maybe it's a long time ago with family or whatever it is. Bring it into your heart. Something you remember when you were outside looking at the stars would be a visualization. Bring that foot back in. Inhale, sink it down. Shift towards your left, release your right, and we'll do also 9 on this side. This is one of my favorite moves here. Pulling in the energy from the farthest star. In the universe, your community. See that star and pull it in, the energy, pull it in to your fingertips. 2 more. Beautiful. Inhale, sink it down. Ground it into the earth. Rest on globes of energy. As we move into our next wonderful set of Tai Chi moves, and this is the taffies. Bringing your left hand under the right elbow. Bringing your left heel out and moving left. Pull the palms apart. And now moving right. Your right hand is the invite hand. It invites you to the right. And you wait to fully shift here before you bring in the foot. Basic taffy. Feel the energy moving between the palms, although they're not touching, generated from your weight shift. And one more to go back to the left. Basic taffy comes to a graceful conclusion. We'll double ground it here. And our first variation of the taffies is called anchor taffy. You'll anchor your right hip while you move forward with your left heel. Open the hips, inhale, sink, and then move towards your left. Right heel forward. Left hip is now the anchor. It's not going to move. Open the hips, sink, and move to your right. The right hand is the invite hand. Switch to the other side. Let's do a couple more of these. Anchor taffy. Your left hip is now anchored, and you're going to move towards the right. And bring in the left. And last one. The anchor is your right hip. Open the hips, and now take it back to the left and bring in your right foot, your anchor. Sink. Let's double ground that one. It's so wonderful. The first variation of the taffies And the second variation is circles taffy. Your feet are in a V here. And you sink and rise, sink and rise, sink and rise, and then you pull it to the left. Ready? Wind up and pull it to the left. Sink. Circle. Circle. On the third circle, wind up with it and then pull it to the right. And sink. 1, 2, 3, and to the left. Sink. 1, 2, 3, and then to the right, right hand underneath the elbow and pull it across without touching. Good. And the last one will come back to the left. 1, 2, 3 of circles taffy. Wind up at the same time as you do the last circle, and then bring in the foot and sink it down. Let's double ground it to celebrate that we've finished the second variation, and now we come to the third variation, which has a heel step in it. And this is perpetual motion taffy with heel step. Ready? Flex the foot, drop the heel first. You can add the heart protector move if you want to come down the center of the arm and add that into with your heel to toe motion here. It may look online like I'm touching my skin, but I'm not. I'm on the inside of the arm, but it's the heart protector move. And I've dropped the heel now on this side, and now on this side. And open the chest. Make sure that you don't sink down over your heel or over your knee. Perpetual motion tapping means that we can do this for as long as we like. But there is a limit. Come back here to the left, and we will close that move. Inhale. Sink it through the earth. Double ground it. Bring it to the heart. Rest on globes of energy for a moment. And we come to working the pulley. Shifting to the right, bringing your left hand forward, and your right hand is underneath the hip, almost like the crawl stroke that we did before. And as you move forward, that's the exhale. This is the inhale. That hip, when it comes back, is an inhale, and that draws that hip back, and the other hand forward. It's a diagonal cross here, but the diagonal cross occurs through the feet and through the breath. One more here on this left side. Good. Bring that foot back in. Inhale, sink it down. Shift towards your right, towards your left, sorry. Bring your right foot forward, and you're going to start here at the shoulder. But as you inhale, you're going to be exhaling here with that dominant hand, and the inhale will bring that hip back on the other side. Well, actually, it's right here. Yeah, it's bringing, there's the hip that comes back, right? Exhale, and now inhale that hip, and that turns the body. It's dominated by the breath. And the feet, yeah, that's the question here. The front heel just swiveled, and now the back toe or the ball of the foot is going to swivel. So break it down for yourself. When this hand is forward, then the swivel goes that way. When you come back with that hip, that's an inhale. So use the breath to guide you. Since you're on your right side now, your right hand's coming forward. Exhale, and inhale back with that hip. and that'll turn the other side of the body. You just want to make sure that hip, knee, and ankle are moving together. Otherwise, you could hurt yourself here. So no hurts. Last one on this right side. Good. Inhale, sink it down. Let's double ground it. And we're coming to light at the top of the head, light at the temple, our last few moves. Feet are in a V. Sink it down. Inhale, bringing your palms together up here, not touching. Sink and rise. Light at the top of the head. Suggests this is a really important thing, and that if possible, if you can get back to right at the crown of the head, then that's the best. But otherwise, you can go wherever you want here. Just make sure you do this for your own body. Really, let's do that again. Exhale, inhale. Circle the palms. You're actually massaging the symbol of the Tao here 6 to 9 times. All the opposites we work with every day. Hold it now. Hold that energy at the crown of your head. Breathe it in. Sink and rise and let it go. Light at the top of the head. All the way out, down into the earth. Your left hand will precede the right as it returns to the heart. Inhale, sink it down. Light at the temple. Bringing your palms to the outside, just behind your ears here, at the temples. Feet are in a V. Sink and rise. Release. Release. Third release. Inhale, center here. You're at your temple. Think. Thought, speech, and action need to be as possible as if you were speaking through your own temple. Sink and rise. Hold the energy there. Breathe it. Circle the energy of yin and yang, all the opposites. Hold it again. Sink and rise and let it go. Three times. Out into the earth, down, and back to your heart with your left hand preceding the right. Sink it down. Still feet in a V. We come to joyous breath. Inhale up to the balls of the feet. Big breath. Sink it down 4 times, dropping on the third. Here. Second cycle of 4. Third cycle of 4. Beautiful. Inhale. It should feel very happy and joyous. As we move into passing clouds, the feet are in a V and you stay on the earth. Brushing the elbow if you like actually causes a figure 8 again. It's in the air, but it's there. It's a little bit of a forward back weight shift too. While we're inside a side shift here and not lifting our feet off the earth, we watch the clouds pass and we stay focused while the mirror hand passes us too, because we're in a meditation form here. And last one. Inhale and sink it down. And now we come to the 6 healing sounds, which are ho for the heart, hu for the spleen, su for the liver, sh for the lungs, shi for the triple heater, and tri for the kidneys. Ho, hu, su, sh, shi, tri, ho, hu, su, sh, shi. 5 trees. Tree for the kidneys. Tree, 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 tree. Mixing the energy of yin and yang, all the opposites that we have done in this practice. We come to cosmic consciousness pose, bringing your left heel to your right ankle bone. Lengthen up through the spine. Look through the window of eternity and over it. Interlace the fingers in gratitude. 13,000 years of Qigong. 6 centuries of Tai Chi Chuan, all types. And the work of Wen Shan Wang, the Chinese anthropologist, and Justin Stone, 1974, with gratitude to Justin Stone for 19 movements in one pose. And thank you for coming. Have a wonderful week.